And the total results for the 30-day challenge is $181,000
net. Net. You know, a lot of your favorite gurus could never.
Okay, I just onboarded a new model. This is not something I normally do. So in this video, I wanted to do a 30-day live process of building the account. She did not already have an OnlyFans. However, she does have a large fan base and social media following. So this is kind of a unique situation. We are starting the account completely from scratch. So yeah, I'm just going to be taking you guys with me 30 days live process. This is day 0. We're going to start day 1 pretty soon. I'm going to show you guys how the account's looking right now and what I have set up. Okay, so it is May 18th today. We are starting this account completely from scratch. What actually happened was, I think a guy from her fan base subscribed to the OnlyFans. I don't know how he found it. And my friend actually got $300, like just literally one subscriber. So it's technically not from zero, but we are going to launch the OnlyFans today. In terms of our marketing campaign that we've been doing, we have had control over her social media accounts and we've been actively hinting towards the OnlyFans. What I also did was in her link tree, I did put OnlyFans as one of the links and it funneled into this page, which was the OnlyFans launch on the link tree, but this was a way to kind of get people anticipated. We left this up for around 4 days, so we're about to get everything started now. Just onboard my chatters onto the account, did some posting as well, 20 to 30 posts I did, and then I also did some like for likes to get the like count up to around 1,000. So everything's set up, counts optimized, captions, all her content that we have so far is in the vault and organized for the chatters to use. So now it's just waiting for the launch, and then we're going to update her link tree, put the OnlyFans in, and do a couple story promos on her existing social medias to start this launch campaign. Alright boys, so it is the day after. We just did the OnlyFans launch last night. I'm a little wide right now, so pardon me, brain's completely scattered. Results of the launch day, we hit 990 paid subs and I think just under 10k net. I'm gonna show you guys. So it is May 19th now, and as you can see, we earned just a little under 10 grand in one day net. Did 2,500 in subscriptions and around 6,500 net in messages. So this was all just utilizing her existing fan base. As I explained the day prior, we were just setting up an OnlyFans launch. It really wasn't that much labor on my side or my team's side. So this is not a time to get all fucking giddy. The goal now for this 30-day challenge, I'm trying to target 6 figures. The results from this day, I know they're a little high, but it's really just a matter of leveraging her brand. So I have to give all the credit to that in this particular case. So yeah. Okay boys, it is now day 6. I haven't been updating for the past couple days. A lot of things has happened. Her main account got hacked, her main Instagram account. So I'm basically just writing it as a lost cause for now, and we're gonna move on. Phase 1 of the plan is already done, which was getting as many subscribers as we can from her fan base and maximizing the sales through chatting. So we picked up about 2,400 fans in these 6 days. Now begins phase 2, which is driving new traffic to a separate IG, building up Instagrams again. The IG being banned isn't really a big deal. That was just kind of like a rare unicorn in the beginning. So we started on May 18th, and then ending the week was May 21st, which was a Sunday. So total for that was $23,000 net. And I invoiced my creator for this week. Now we are already started the second week. Just purchased 2 Instagrams off FameSwap and I'm going to start driving traffic to those external Instagrams. Okay, so while we were extracting subscribers from her existing social medias, we were also setting up our TikTok marketing. I have a friend out in the US and he has a setup of around 10 phones. I here have 3 US SIM cards, and we are going to be doing completely agency dependent TikTok methods. Most agencies do creator dependent TikTok methods, meaning just telling your creator to make the TikTok or go on live. At my agency, we only do agency dependent traffic sources. So we've been warming up all the accounts we're going to set up, and the 3 different methods we're going to use are the slideshow method with captions, call to action. We're also going to be using the CapCut method. We already have a VA who is assigned to this. She's already making mass CapCuts for us to use when we're ready to start posting. And then we're also going to be using the flash trend. So yeah, I'm going to make a future video on TikTok marketing, agency dependent TikTok marketing be it. And for now, that is our plan of action for TikTok. We're going to start posting now. I think we actually did start posting. I can't exactly show you the exact TikToks we're using or show you the model, but I can show you the style of TikTok we're doing and the results. Okay, this is our 12 account farm warming up. Some are already posting. Each account has unique content. We are not repurposing content across any of the accounts. So that is our TikTok SOP. Now for dating apps, I'm going to be showing the screen on what I'm doing a little bit more. Right now, Bumble is the main focus, and then I'm also doing a variety of alternative web-based dating apps. The current meta for dating apps, you guys probably know, is very difficult. What I'm doing right now is chat funnel, integrating scripts, VAs, and hopefully in the future, artificial intelligence. That's my next step. And for alternative dating apps, I'm also using chat funnels on these and testing these. For verifications on these sites, I actually don't need the model to manually verify. Most of them require like the model holding a piece of paper and like writing her name. Now I already have a picture of the model holding a piece of paper, and what I do is I send that to a guy in Upwork and he edits like what's on the paper, or he just does a new paper. I don't know how exactly he does it. It looks passable at least, and it's kind of low quality too. So, and they just replace like what's on the paper to write down like the dating app website, the date. If the model was holding her identity card, I crop that out because that's not needed, and to protect her privacy before sending that out to Upwork or a dating app site. For now, I think I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm doing on Bumble. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my complete Bumble strategy. As you can see, I have 1,400 matches on this account. This is kind of unnecessary with the chat funnel, but my current strategy is I have one VA who sets up the account and will get all the matches. We'll run the scripts for swiping, swipe to 1,000, 2,000 matches. Then after that, she will run a chat script, and this chat script will send a opener message of the match's name. What I found is that if you send a opener that's all the same, like for example, if you just sent hi a bunch of times, you will get shadow banned. In this script, it can actually send each person's unique name to them. And then after that, after we sent enough messages, we'll let the account sit for a day. Then we'll come back, I'll put the chatters onto the account, and they will funnel people into Snap. Once the person adds them on Snap, the chatters will then go ahead and unmatch the person. So that is my current strategy. I'm also going to show you guys some account optimization. I've talked about this before, but most people are still stupid. When you are writing out your profiles for dating apps, you want them to be as realistic as possible. You do not want to raise the suspicion that you are a bot account. So in terms of prompts and bio, you can really get creative and try to think in the frame of your model. So for this model, she's marketed, and as you can see in the prompts I use, I tried to match this character of the model as much as possible. When I do see other people's OnlyFans, Bumble profiles, they're all absolutely retarded. Like trying to be horny, trying to post, pictures in lingerie, just retarded shit. Like I don't know how to really explain it, but when you're on dating apps, you want to try to frame yourself as a real user rather than, an idiot. The reason why I think most people aren't successful on dating apps is because they really don't have that level of critical thinking to realize what causes bans. Okay, so the results from the week are $43,000 net, around 6,000 in subscriptions, and 35,000 in messages. I'm going to expand on this a little bit more right now. Our 2 traffic sources we have been focused on have begun rolling, which is an agency-dependent TikTok farm and dating apps. I already showed you guys how that's going. A lot of the traffic is still coming from her personal brand. Not really much I want to expand on there, but I do have to give credit to that. As the ball is rolling on this model, I've begun to realize that there's not really much more I want to share. I really have to prioritize generating income on this model rather than exposing myself on YouTube. I hope you guys can understand, and if not, fuck you. I'm also now in a position of complete leverage in my agency. Both traffic sources are outsourced and I have team leads for each. Chatting team is also completely outsourced with separate managers, etc. It's a lot different than a couple months ago where a lot of my time was just spent on physically getting traffic. Now my role is more of scaling my current operations and testing out new strategies. From here on, for this live process of the model, I'm probably not going to cover as in-depth as most of the topics have been covered. In a few weeks, I am going to expand to new traffic systems by reinvesting agency profits. So I am going to show you guys more in depth of how that's going. Okay, the results for this week, 37,000 net, 32 in messages, and 3,000 in subscriptions. As you can see, the chatters absolutely demolished this week, a higher than 1-to-10 ratio. Huge props to my chatters and the chatting team. For dating apps, we are now at 494 subs. This is about a week and a half of results. So we got the profiles verified a little bit over a week ago, and that's when we started rolling on it. This week has been pretty good. Bumble chat funnels and a couple of unique web-based dating apps that I'm not going to share with you guys. Also to cover, we don't have a tracking link for TikToks. The TikToks funnel into our main Instagram, which funnels into the model's main link tree. Okay, here's a showcase of how our TikTok farm is going right now. A lot of the accounts are doing really well. What we found is that our CapCut TikToks are actually performing the best. One of them actually hit, I think, over 20K, which we're going to showcase right now. So this is an account just off CapCut TikToks. We did all the editing, we made all the TikToks, etc. That's just to show you, you don't need the model to get results on TikTok. You can formulate completely agency-dependent TikTok methods. So we are now looking to scale our current TikTok operation. I just purchased a reposting service for the CapCut TikTok account. And I'm also possibly looking into getting the reposting service for a slide TikTok account. In terms of other updates, dating apps have been increasingly difficult. I am now seeing more shadow bans on my Bumble accounts. The other alternative dating apps are still up and running. However, they're nowhere near as high in terms of volume comparison as Bumble. I do expect in the future Bumble to get to a point of Tinder level security. But at this point in our progress of growing this model, it's not really a problem. Now we're sitting on enough profit to start reinvesting back into traffic. Next week, we're going to go full on into paid promotion strategies, and that will wrap up this 30-day challenge. Quick update on the statistics for the week. Very similar results, as I said. 38 net, 33 in messages, and 3,000 in subscriptions. So our chatters are really keeping up with a close to 1-to-10 ratio. Okay, starting this week, We have already begun reinvesting profits into traffic. I just purchased a $2,000 monthly retainer Twitter marketing agency, and I'm going to completely outsource Twitter to them. The model already has a personal Twitter, but I got recommended this Twitter agency, so I figured why not. For the agency profits so far, we do have a lot to look into reinvesting into traffic for this specific model. I decided I didn't want to go the route of guaranteed gains or Instagram paid promo pages. Rather, I'm looking into more alternative paid promotion strategies, including website ads, pornographic ads, etc. I did get recommended to this one strategy and I'm testing it now. I just put in a couple $100. In terms of direct paid promotions, we need about a $5 to $7 cost per sub in order to be profitable for reinvesting into traffic. Her current order value per subscriber is around 20 to 25, and after all deductions, after her split, the chatter split, I do need a pretty low cost per sub. So I just started that, and I'll probably get back with you guys at the end of the week for the results. Okay, it is now the final day to this 30-day challenge. As I said, for this week, we have begun testing paid promotion strategies. I found an ad that did really well in the beginning, so I just started dumping a lot more money into it. So far, I spent $1,700. I'm not going to go into the exact details about this ad strategy because I'm still using it right now, and I'd be shooting myself in the foot if I just gave it away. This is just to more showcase. On Fansmetric, you can actually get the statistics to your tracking link. For this paid promo tracking link, as you can see, you can input how much you put so far and get an ROI. We put around $1,700 into it, which resulted in 400 fans, and the total revenue from all the fans was $8,000, meaning the average order value per fan is around $20. I'm going to keep running this ad until I see the drop in ROI. Very useful tool from Fansmetric. And the total results for the 30-day challenge is $181,000 net, $153,000 in message revenue, $19K in subscriptions, and $8,000 in tips. Now let me go ahead and refresh the page for you guys. And so that wraps up the live process of growing this model. The further I got into this, the more I realized I'd rather prioritize scaling this model rather than giving away the in-depth processes of what I'm doing. I do expect the skeptics when it comes to these results, but as an outlook, I'm currently not selling anything, so I have no incentive to lie. To be honest, the more people who don't believe in the results, the better. The key takeaway for this model is the same. We scaled this model to $180,000 in the first month with 3 fundamentals. 1, leveraging her personal brand, which probably deserves the most credit. 2, utilizing agency-dependent traffic methods to scale this model with her existing content. And 3, connecting her to the best chatters in the space, achieving a 1-to-8 ratio with volume. Achieving that ratio is nothing special on small accounts, but to handle the amount of volume we had on the model and get that kind of ratio is. Now, to clarify, I did not make $180,000. I hear a lot of gurus claim that they made the results, and they didn't. They're just retarded. Who made the 180K and deserves the credit? 1, the model and the people who assisted the model. They deserve the sole claim of making this amount of money. Without them, the results wouldn't be here. 2, my traffic team and my COO. They were the ones who actually had the most time on the field actually executing the traffic strategies I put forth on this model. And 3, my chatting team. They achieved $150,000 in sales. That makes up more than 80% of the revenue generated. So to each and every individual chatter chatting on the account, I think they actually deserve the most credit for achieving these numbers. Our traffic generation sources on our side were all agency dependent, utilizing 20 posts per day TikTok farm, using the CapCut method, slideshow method, and flash trend, dating app chat funnels and unique dating app funnels, paid promotions, and finally leveraging the model's existing social medias. How much content did the model make? She provided us with about 20 videos for PPV clips in the first and second week, and then we just utilize new pictures and content she would upload for general content to repurpose into our traffic strategies. If your traffic relies on having your models to make 30 TikToks a day and slave content, you aren't providing much leverage to your model. Models partner with agencies as a form of leverage to make more money and to save more time. That's why agencies get a split. To sit there and say your results are entirely based on your model's output is retarded, and I want to take a direct stab at the people who promote this. This also causes their followers to become absolute faggots, calling models lazy for their lack of results. We didn't scale this model to $180,000 in the first month by telling her to make 30 TikToks a day. We scaled this model by leveraging each other, leveraging existing content, leveraging existing leads, utilizing existing traffic infrastructure, and leveraging capital by reinvesting profits. All the models I've scaled in the past shown on my YouTube, neither were slaved to make content for traffic, so this isn't a one-time scenario. So to all the gurus who blame models and say that results are entirely model dependent, you're fucking retarded. And if you get offended by that, just look at me. In terms of the future for growing this model, we are going to invest heavily into scaling our current operations and reinvesting into traffic methods as shown in the end. I do expect us to hit $200,000 months by this summer, and then it's a matter of scaling, compounding, and automating. I'm not going to cover this model anymore. I have no reason to, nor do I have anything else I'm willing to share. A bit of a final word on my YouTube, TikTok marketing strategy, and chatting guide is in the pipeline. Peace out.